Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk to you about breastfeeding and particularly my breastfeeding experience. So after my baby was born, I had problems, I think like any other mom, when you're kind of tired and you feel overwhelmed and your milk doesn't come right away and you don't know what to do with that, and doctors are not that helpful sometimes with that. And now I'm going to share with you what particular worked for me. I'm not sure if it's going to work for you, but hopefully you will try and it will work. Tip number one. So you always want to keep your baby on the chest. No matter how tired you are, just lay and relax with your baby. And the more hours your baby spends on your chest, the faster your milk will come. Even if you have sore nipples, you still need to try and do your best and put the baby there. So for sore nipples, yes, I try to do nipple shield, and unfortunately it just decreased my milk supply. So if you do want to do nipple shield, you want to make sure that you pump at least twice or 3 times a day. Tip number two. You want to drink a lot of liquids. So I mean not just water. Tea, I mean decaffeinated tea, coffee if it's decaf, or you want to drink some water, or you want to eat some soups. That's what I was doing. Every time when I eat or drink a lot of liquids, I would feel like 40 minutes later, I would feel my let down. I let my body know that my baby needs more milk, so my milk will come again in 40 minutes or an hour. So the more I put again on the chest, the more production we have. Tip number three. So I did use some supplements just to help myself when my milk decreased after I started using nipple shield. So what I did is I was using this mother's milk. So that's the tea. I'm not sure if it really worked or it just made me drink more liquids and that helped me increase my milk supply, but it seemed it worked. I got my supply back. But I also did fenugreek capsules. You can get it anywhere. I did some Amazon brand, nothing special. As long as you pump and do these supplements, it usually should work out. That's what lactation consultant advised me, and I did it and it worked. So my tip number four, I really think that you need to reduce your stress, because every time you feel stressed, your body reacts and you don't have such milk production. If it goes down, it's really hard to bring back up, so it's better just to stay relaxed, to think about something nice, and it will just come. Just don't stress out, don't think about this, because it seems like it will never come, it will never work, but it will. As long as you do what you have to do, it will. And I also want to say that especially at the beginning, you do need to sleep. The sleep is essential, because if you don't sleep, your nervous system is getting stressed and it influences your milk production, your mental health, your feelings as a mom, especially when your hormones go all crazy after delivery. So you do want to have some rest. So hopefully if your husband can help you, that's great. If your husband can, try to ask your mom or your mom-in-law to come and help you out with the baby, because it's always very hard for the first couple months. And also what I want to say, it seems hard at the beginning, but the first month is the hardest with breastfeeding. And honestly, as the time goes by, it gets easier and easier and easier. So I would say after 6 months, your milk just works on its own. Your body regulates how much milk you need to produce, so you don't need to work as much on the supply. So it's more than everything what I was talking right now, it's more about first 3 months. In my experience, I did breastfeed my child until 16 and a half months. My approach was I wanted to do it naturally, so baby, I think it's called self-weaning. So I was waiting until she will stop trying to breastfeed that much, and it was slowly going that way. And then one day I just stopped, and I never felt my breast getting engorged, or I never felt any pain in my breast. So I think I kind of just found the right time lane for this to happen for both of us. And also I felt like it's a really traumatizing for the baby. If you, a toddler in my case, if you do want to take the breast away, that's something that she or he had from the time he was born or she was born. So you do feel that So I want to say breastfeeding, I think, is an essential part of mom and baby's bonding. So if you can make it last long, like please do it. It's really worth it. So I also want to say that some stuff didn't work for me, and I already mentioned about pumping. So people say just pump and it will work. So for me, I didn't respond that well for pumping, and I felt like when I would pump just like 60 milliliters from both breasts. It's nothing. And when I would breastfeed my baby, I felt like she would get full, so it would be much more milk than 60 milliliters. And then if I go to the doctor's office, they actually can weigh your baby and tell you how much the baby eats. And they told me that she ate much more than that. So that's obviously that I didn't respond well to pumping. So just feel some people are like this. So just do not pay attention so much to how much you pump as long as your baby is in a healthy weight range. I mean, it's really good for your health too to breastfeed, because I really lost a lot of weight doing that. And I feel that it helped my hormones to it's kind of stabilize my hormones. It just seemed natural at that moment. But I felt that I was losing myself at the beginning, that I didn't have any help, that I thought I will never be able to breastfeed because everything what they were telling me didn't work. And then I just started trying, and then really just gave it time. And 2-3 months period gave me the full confidence that it will work, and I just have to keep going that way. And if you see I lasted 16 and a half months, just need to try. I mean, I know some people cannot do that for some medical reasons, but it's really healthy and good for your baby. That's about it. That's what I wanted to say. Maybe later on I will make some video telling you about how I made it till 16 and a half months, and what I did later on when she was 9 months in the year, when you have when your milk supplies decreases naturally, how I kept up with that. So if you liked that video, please like and subscribe. And also, if you have any tips that I didn't cover in this video, please leave it down in the comments, and I would love to read them and learn more about breastfeeding. Thank you so much. See you in the next video. Bye.